Hey everybody, welcome to Bourbon Battles. My name's Joe. Chad's going to be with us in just a second. He's on his way here now. If you've been watching what we do, I've been giving him something blind or vice versa, where I will know what he's drinking. He will have no earthly idea. We love to do them blind like this, and I've got a special treat for Chad today and myself, as I've not had this before. But I wanted to show you guys what we're doing first. I've got this a bottle of Jim Beam from 1980. It's 80 proof, it's 10 years old, and it was put in this bottle in 1980, 43 years ago. 53 years ago it went into the barrel. So this is real special. So let me show you how I'm gonna do this. I've fitted this mason jar with a coffee filter, just in case there's some cork. So let's be real careful with this thing. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. The seal is still intact. So we're gonna cut it open. We're gonna try it for the first time. I have had some of these Jim Beams from the 80s before, and they're usually good. Well, looky there. It's a screw off top, not a cork. So there should be no sediment in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in here anyway. So let's show you how we do this. No filter or no cork to filter, but I went ahead and passed it through anyway. It is a little bit cloudy, so we'll see how it goes. We're gonna get Chad in here in just a minute, get it in the blind bag, and we're gonna taste it and see what we think about it. See you real soon. Okay guys, here we are. You've seen the intro video. Chad's gonna see the intro video in just a few seconds. It was like 2 minutes showing what's in here, so we'll try it a little bit different. I know what you're drinking. You don't.
Are we ever gonna do anything the same? Are we just gonna make everything different every single time?
It'll make more sense when you see it.
Okay.
This is a little bit different out of the norm. They already know that. You don't know that.
There is no norm.
Why do you drink it blind?
Because you tell me to.
Do you give a rat's ass what's on the label? Don't tip that up. You'll spill the damn whiskey.
We don't give a rat's ass.
No, I don't. Do you?
No, we just like good whiskey. Do you like good whiskey?
I
like good whiskey.
I like bad whiskey. So here's how this works. Chad's going to get into this. He's going to kind of give the nose, the palate, the finish a grade, like you're back in school, a letter grade. He's going to say, he might tell you what he thinks it is. Is it a bourbon? Is it a rye? Is it finished? Is it this?
It's old.
Whatever, how old it is.
Yeah, it looks old, put it that way.
The color.
You think it's got good legs on it?
I don't know. Swirl it around. And then he's going to say, this is what I'd pay for it.
On your lip, bud.
That bruise looking thing?
Yeah.
It's been there for years.
Probably get that looked at.
You think?
I would.
So I have not had this yet.
Look at that.
The legs?
Yeah.
I have not had this, but I know what it is. He's also used the proof. We didn't say that. You're going to try to narrow down the proof. And it's in this black bag right here. What's your shirt all about?
Oh, I lost a bet to some idiot.
Did Purdue win the Oak and Bucket game?
I should be ashamed of myself, actually.
IU should be ashamed of themselves, and so should Purdue.
Well, I mean, I should be fired from everything I believe that's Indiana University.
Why?
I'm wearing a damn Purdue shirt.
And now it's on the interwebs.
It's all right.
It looks good on you. That color looks better than...
I'll take the 16 seed. That's all I'm going to say.
IU's not even going to make the tournament, probably.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll see.
Would you rather not make it or lose 2 years in a row to a 16 seed?
It wasn't a 16 seed both years.
No, 1 year to 15. Sorry.
Yeah, way different.
What
What do you think about the nose on that?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It smells really sweet. There's a little bit of ethanol on it.
I gave it a sniff when I poured them, but I have not tasted this yet.
I don't think it's bad.
No ethanol in the nose, really.
A
Maybe
little
just
bit.
a tinge.
What's that?
Just a wee bit.
I get almost like a
Butternut squash.
sugar plum. 'Tis the season.
It's got a sweet nose.
It does.
What would you grade the nose on that?
We'll give it a B.
I'd go along with that exactly.
It's like drinking water.
Alcohol, high quality H2O.
No, it's dangerous, whatever it is. I can tell you right now. I don't know what it is. It's dangerous.
If you put that on ice, you could drink it. See that big gold
Yeah.
cup there with Mountain Dew in it? You could drink it like that.
I'd never make it home, but you're right.
It's easy to drink. It's one of the easier whiskeys I've ever had to
No
drink.
burn.
None. That being said, would you like to gander a guess at the proof?
100.
Okay, when we go and tell you what the proof is, it's 80.
That's why I drink so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were trying to trick me up. That's why I said 100.
But you could literally say 50 proof
Well,
because it's just there's no burnt right.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we know it's whiskey, so it's not.
I know it because you kept saying it, but
I mean, there's nothing in here that's 50 proof. I mean, there probably is.
yeah, we're just looking at one.
Yeah, that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you like to make any guesses on? Is it bourbon, rye? Along those lines, is it finished?
I would almost think that it's not finished, even though I want to say that it is finished, but I would like to think that it's not finished.
It is not finished.
That's good.
Do you think?
And I don't necessarily know that it's bourbon either.
It's very unique.
There is on the palate, there is no burn at all. I mean, it's a little huggy, but it doesn't burn at all.
You could do shots of that all night long and no big deal.
Well,
or you could just.
I don't know about all night long, but
you could fill up your Glencairn and just drink the whole thing
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you so choose.
Yeah, you're right. There's no burn. Now you want to gander at the age.
I'm going to say 4 years.
Okay, it's 10 years old.
I am not very good at guessing ages.
I think that's the hardest thing of the whole thing to guess. Because I don't think the color lends it to
I can't
that
believe that you could just, it doesn't taste like it smells either.
It is not finished, by the way.
I know.
Did I already say that? And it is bourbon.
We didn't go that far, but
Yeah, it's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
it's 80 proof.
It's 80 proof. It's 10 years old. Now, would you like to tell everybody what you would pay for it?
I would probably pay $40.
Fair enough. So what we're going to do is...
How much does it cost?
Well, that's a very nearly impossible thing to say. Probably retail when that bottle was released was probably $4 or $5.
This is some 1980 Jim Beam stuff.
And we're going to pause right here, and I'm going to show Chad the video that you saw when we started this. Okay, folks, so Chad just watched that little 2-minute video that you saw at the beginning of this, how we filtered this and did all that. He's now aware that it's exactly what it is. So what's your take on it after trying it?
My take is that it is significantly different than Jim Beam White Label that you would get today. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredibly easy to drink. We've got another decanter we're going to do the same thing with. We don't necessarily
I would like to know what else they had that's 10 years old. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head if there's anything, but I'd like to try something else that they make currently today.
Baker's 13 is older. How old is some of the Bookers have some stuff in the blend like that, right?
I don't think so.
It's not that old even?
Mm-mm.
No, I agree with that. It's good.
It is surprisingly easy to drink. I would never have guessed that's what it was until you told me.
But I absolutely see where you say, I don't even know if it's bourbon because it's so different than what we drink today.
It's because the mash bill in 1980 or in 1970, the mash bill was completely different than the mash bills of today.
I think it's not the same mash bill.
Well, I'm talking about. I shouldn't say the mash bill. I should say the
corn
ingredients.
itself.
The ingredients, yeah.
Not pumped full of a bunch of stupid stuff.
Well, not even so much that. It's just the water's even different.
They probably actually use the water, not from the spigot to make it.
They probably use they probably use limestone water
from the creek or the river.
Right.
Right. It's different.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool thing to have. Do you have any of those?
Empty.
So yeah, we got another one we're gonna try at some point, see if it's any different. It's a couple years newer, so it's like from 80, I can't remember, 84 or something like that. Should be very similar. A lot of the decanters you find aren't 10 years old, they're 100 months old. So not quite. So
I can't believe how easy to drink that is.
you can chug it. The whole bottle.
You could. You wouldn't be worth a darn after you did it. But...
Shit in your hand and rub it in your hair. So guys, that was a fun.
Why did I cuss for?
You taught me that.
I didn't.
You didn't.
No.
So that was a very fun one for me to do. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I never had anything like that.
Had this for a very long time. You know, I've been sick, so I wanted to get over all that to be able to actually taste
You're
it.
still sick.
Well, I'm getting there.
I ain't talking about health-wise. I'm talking about mentally.
Between the ears?
Yeah.
So that was good. Glad I got to try that.
That was good. It was very good. I will now probably be on the lookout.
Seek some of those out. And from what I understand is the ones that are screw off, you have a better chance of them being good, but you still run a risk in every one that it's not good. It's turned bad. So
why would it turn bad?
Yeah, I mean, especially if there's a cork, right? If a little air can get in there, it'll go bad. I had a bottle of Blanton's from the 90s that make you sick.
Well, we've got a bottle of Buffalo Trace that's...
We're going to do that very, very soon. It's been 2 years?
Yeah. People are so silly.
Who?
A lot of them.
All of them? Hey, this is fun. If you want to know how to find these, send us an email at bourbonbattlesblind@gmail.com. I'll let you in on some pointers on how to find these. They can actually be extremely reasonable, what we just talked about.
Huh.
They're worth it, wouldn't you say, for what I just told you can get them for?
Yeah.
You should have a bottle. If you collect whiskey, you should have a bottle of it. I put it in there, repurposed an old Wild Turkey, something.
So in 1980, Booker No was the master distiller, Jimmy.
So he made that.
Well, I doubt it, but he was still the master distiller.
He was present.
Well, he might have been present when that was selected to get put in those bottles, yeah.
Well, it was distilled in 1970.
That's true, and I don't know if he was the distiller then or not.
Maybe somebody even before him.
Yeah, I need to look that up.
That was made before either you or I was born.
That's correct.
Pretty cool. And it still tastes good. It's a nice treat.
Tastes really good. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Hey, figure out, let us know if you want to know how to find stuff like that. Get some stuff like that. Drink it blind. Drink it responsibly. What am I missing?
You don't want to drink and drive.
You don't want to drink and drive. You go to the pokey. See you next time.
See you guys.
If you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl.